Alright. I'm here finally. Damn, I should have stretched a bit more. But I'm here. What the hell was that? Okay. That was just passing gas, I guess. Alright. Let's get over to the throne room now. For a little bit. Hey. How's it going? Looks like I didn't start too later than normal. Well, at least in the past couple of days. Let me close up Discord so I can get a little bit more. Oh my god, what is this bullshit? What is it opening? Yeah, HP assistant. I don't care about your dumb bullshit. Get away from me. Okay. We're here. I think there's a bit of delay. Yeah, that's normal though. What? Fuck? Hold up. What happened? Oh. The music just stopped for a second. Oh, it is through the browser, so I guess it's nothing that new. So there was some things I wanted to talk about before we get into our game today. Let me turn the volume down on my headset so I can concentrate. So, first off, I actually did do a first stream before this one with my new setup, like the official stream. And yeah, it got nuked to holy hell. I'll tell you why. But before I get to that, there is something else that I also wanted to announce or mention. Let's see, what was number one? I gotta run it through my brain because I did. Well, I've been up a couple hours doing a little bit of editing, which you might see. But thinking, what was one of the first things I was gonna mention? Needs to come to my head. Maybe one wasn't as important. Oh. No, I guess it was just leading into what happened yesterday, and what I found out about what happened to my actual first stream and why I got nuked. So I guess I'll just dive into that story. So it all started yesterday at night. I was just chilling a bit. The day before I did my first stream, and hoping that it went relatively well, and then I gave it a little bit of a watch through my phone, not on my channel, because my phone has a different account linked to it. And yeah, first off, I noticed that in that recording I didn't have the audio of the game actually in the background. It was just me talking over gameplay. So that happened, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, well, so much for a good first stream, you know? And then I was like, okay, so I gotta go and into my description and probably mention that there was no audio for the gameplay. I didn't notice until after I stopped streaming, pretty much. So I went to check the stream. It had already been a day, and see if it was uploaded, because it automatically uploads my stream as a VODs after they're done streaming. After like a day or two, they get uploaded. So I went to check, and oh, hold on a minute. I have to do a weird. I don't know why it spiked so high. I'm sorry. I am using my old headset because I prefer not to use the new one as much as possible just to preserve it. Plus the mic on this one works still relatively well. Let me just check my settings really fast to make sure we're on the right thingy. Yep. Yeah, we're on front panel. It just seems that it spikes really high sometimes. It could just be me. So, anyways, I went to check how that video went, and the game I started play was Ratchet and Clank, the one on the PS4, the one that also had a movie tie-in. And saying that, you might be able to guess where I'm going into with this. So, I look up the video. I'm like, has this thing been uploaded yet? At first, I thought it was, but I think that's because I saw it on my phone. I was able to see it on my phone somehow, because when I went to my channel to manage it and see if it was uploaded on my live streams, it said copyright claim. No, it didn't say that immediately. It said blocked. This video has been blocked. It had the red eyeball on it, which means nada. This thing was going out to nobody, and I was like, what the fuck? So I checked it, and I went to see where the copyright problem was. And at first, it was like a little smidge, like a couple seconds that it displayed. It was like, oh, you got claimed for this bit of footage because, you know, if nobody has seen the Ratchet and Clank movie, the scenes in the movie and the game are the exact same thing. They like made a clip show of either the game footage or the movie footage, whatever was made first, and then for the movie they just stitched together a bunch of scenes to make it a complete movie. Like, you could play the game and get the gist of the entire movie, pretty much. That's how fucking implemented those scenes were. And yeah, so I went to check on the what part got claimed. And again, in the preview, it was like a couple seconds. So I was like, okay, let's clip this out. And that was my only option. I was only able to clip it out. Wasn't able to do anything else. So I go to the clip it out option, and it takes me to the actual entire edit of the VOD. And in the actual edit, it says that it claimed literally in the middle 70% of the entire stream. 70 or 80, actually. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, holy fucking shit. It's like, I can't clip, like, I have to clip all this out? Because anybody who knows, who's been, like, stricken with something, like, that big, knows that you can't remove it unless you get rid of all of it. So it was just like a big bar across the middle of my entire stream. And I was like, are you fucking shitting me? I was like, it's like that, like, and there wasn't just straight up cutscenes, like, I was playing the game for quite a while, and there was just cutscenes like every couple of, that was only one for like a minute or two when I reached them. So like, it didn't even give me the option to just trim out the cutscenes between gameplay. Like, it was crazy. So I went online, I searched, I'm like, okay, let's search up Ratchet and Clank copyright on YouTube. And sure enough, I got results. I definitely got results. I guess I should say, this motherfucking game, yeah, is a copyright problem. Because it uses the exact same footage between the game and the movie. That's insane. Like, oh my fuck. I couldn't believe it. Just the fact that I couldn't edit out the cutscenes. Like, it was crazy. It's like, but I was playing the game. Like, why wasn't there multiple bars for me to cut out? Whatever fucking bot was programmed to just claim Ratchet and Clank like that is just, it's fucking nasty, bro. Didn't even give me a chance. It just said delete. It's like delete 80% of your stream, or nobody's gonna be able to see this, and you cannot make it public. Like, my fucking god! I wish I screenshotted it to show you, but I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. So, I that night, I was like, oh well, fuck. Like, what am I gonna do? And then I read in a comment section of somebody else's vid on the Ratchet and Clank problem, and it said that somebody else had got the idea to do stream Ratchet and Clank, this game, but whenever cutscenes came up, they would do like bad MS Paint drawings of what was going on in the cutscenes, and they would explain it instead of showing the gameplay. And I was like, you know, you just gave me a fucking idea. So that night, I went to my fridge. I got 2 fucking waffles out of the freezer, stuck them in the toaster, and then I poured myself some Coke from a 2-liter with questionable amounts of gas left in it. But I poured ice in my cup anyways, so either way it was cold enough for me. And then I ate those waffles. And then I got a plate of hot Cheetos and nacho Doritos and poured it into a plate so I could wake myself the fuck up. And then I ate all of that shit. And I was like, okay, we're gonna make some stuff for tomorrow, because I'm gonna stream this game again, but while voiding, or attempting to void, the copyright bullshit. Because genuinely, I do love the Ratchet and Clank game. I was enjoying it, so I definitely want to try to stream it, if possible, by cutting out the copyright shit and trying to do something similar to what that guy was doing. I didn't see what that guy did in his actual video. I just looked at that one comment and I was inspired. I got inspired last night. So I stayed up like until 4 in the morning. Or 4 to 3. I think it was about 3, almost 4. And I conjured up some stuff to use for this stream. So, yeah, we're gonna retry streaming Ratchet and Clank with my new Infringerino avoiders, as you can call them. Alright, now. Sorry, I messed up my settings. Okay. So, let me just see if I can edit my title now, since we're gonna move into that. It's just like changing the game category, except this is not Twitch. Return on this remote. Make sure the tags are on real quick. Oh yeah, speaking of stuff, I will try to edit my channel logo and my thumbnails on my streams. Most likely, if this thing like takes off as a success, then I'll get more into doing my thumbnails sometime soon. I'm gonna do them eventually, but just if this thing actually is able to go through without getting copyright nuked, then I'll be happy and be motivated to start doing thumbnails. Alright, let's change this bitch. Make sure I spell this right. Should I really put that as a... Okay. I'm just gonna have that as the subtitle. Save it there. Alright. So, let's stop this. Let's bring up my other tune I'm gonna use. Also, another thing, my mouse died. If I didn't mention that. I think I mentioned that in the Ratchet and Clank stream that didn't go live. It died in the middle of that. Or actually died before that. So I'm getting a new mouse soon. That's a very small detail. I think that's what I missed. Okay, let me mute desktop. And let me do a little sound test for myself. Since I'm 90% sure this music is okay. Because it's not from a person. It's from a group of people who made a game. Usually game music is fine. Let me check the volume on this. Okay, that's a little bit low. And it's a little bit low for talking range. Let's try this. Don't want to put it too high. Okay, let me lower it just a little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. It's like 25%. Okay. So let me put this on loop just in case. Make sure it's on loop. All right. So that's set. Now, let's move on to the game, shall we? I can tell you what, I'm not as nervous as I was the first time. Now, let me just do this really quick. It's nothing, not really missing anything, I'm just passing through. Wait, installing update file. Are you fucking, really? Are you fucking with me right now, huh? Huh? Bro, you literally had time to do this, and okay. I guess this is why I should boot up games. Even when they've had update like literally yesterday. Oh my fuck. This thing, let me see if this thing is done. Is it done? Yeah, it better be done, bitch. Fucking swear. You better be done. Okay. So. You turn this on. Weird. Is desktop audio actually playing something? Let me make sure. Yeah. Nothing's playing in desktop audio right now. Alright. Display now. Okay. Yeah, okay, now it's displayed, and now I did another test, and you guys should be able to actually hear the game audio now, and I'm able to hear it through my headset because I changed the settings, and this is a whole lot easier than me being rigged up like a fucking cyborg. I don't know if I ever talked about that, but we could probably talk about that later. And think about it now, I also talked about a lot of good shit in that Ratchet and Clank video, so maybe if I get around to it and I remember in my brain, I can go over it again. Because I really did want to talk about some things while I'm playing, you know. But so let's get this shit started again. I don't know if it's gonna activate anything immediately, but I will be ready. Say I will be ready for it. I'm gonna basically be trying to explain what's happening on the screen while everything is going on, so bear with me. Let me also let me disappear for a moment. I'm gonna boot up the game in a second, but I'll be gone for a second. At least my avatar will. Okay. I think we're... yeah. We're good now. So, we got Quark here. It just started with him in a prison. There's a dude talking to him. You're talking about venting. You know, it's very sus. Making sure the audio's okay. Yeah, it's all good. He's talking about the video game they just made. About his life story or some shit. Talking about Lombax of unknown origin. And talking about a Hollow film based upon his life. That's probably what it was. Yeah, he's been away from the public for quite a while. He's been put away like a mental patient. And now the dude is asking to hear his side of the story. Okay. And now he's sitting down, and Quark is sitting down. And now he's about to explain the story. And now we see the title screen. Okay, and now we have Ratchet here sneaking around a workshop. And he picks up a poster of Captain Quark and the Galactic Rangers, whatever the hell they're called. And then he gets caught by his mentor, Mr. Grimm. You know, talking about, it's like, you can't sneak by me, boy. I'm always here in the shop. And he's lecturing him about going to join the Galactic Rangers like he wants to. And Ratchet is not allowed to leave until he fixes the ship he was working on. Okay. And now we can go back. It's gonna be a bit of a scuffed thing, man. Alright. We're good now. Let me get back to normal for a second.
Waiting on you, kid.
Yeah, I know. Just give me a moment. There. Okay, gotta make sure I have all this stuff ready just in case. Gonna have that right there. Again.
Look at this thing. Avionics fried.
I'm not taking any chances with cutscenes. Not at all.
Okay, let's see
well, cutscenes and audio. Because I don't know if the audio can be claimed on it. I'm not taking that chance.
Yep, left side looks good.
It's a miracle. Onto the afterburner lights. Look down.
I'm
See
also gonna
something?
be if this thing does end up successful,
Lower left afterburner light checks out.
if this stream does end up
This thing might
successful,
just be
I am
space
going
worthy
to
after all.
back up
One
Ratchet
more
and
to
Clank
the
save every time I end stream.
Lower right afterburner.
That way, if
works.
something goes wrong and I
So,
slip
good?
up, then
Yep, we're good.
we'll be able to start
News
back
says
from
the tryouts
where I
are
last
being held
was.
at the fairgrounds. Show 'em
But
what
this
you
time we're
got.
starting over from scratch because we only got one stream in.
And so
So,
Ratchet began his adventure, hoping to
get
become
that
a
far.
galactic ranger.
Rise and shine, Kizzle Plateau. It's 8 a.m. and it's gonna be a hot one today. Our first story is a
Waka, waka, waka. Okay, he's doing a test.
Ratchet bashed his enemies using his trusty Omni Wrench.
Oh yeah, important narrates the entire thing.
In
'Cause it's
order
like
to best his foes,
somehow a
Ratchet
story
used the
that he's
warrior's
involved in.
time-honored tradition of jumping.
Ow.
Ratchet knew he faced mortal peril. Should he find himself on the verge of death, he'd need to find nanotech
And
to
damn,
heal.
I did put on hard mode, right?
I used that stuff after a bank robbery once. It healed like 3 out of 5 gunshot wounds.
That ain't bad of a number.
The lawn bags displayed a flagrant disregard for public property. Look at him smashing crates. The hubris.
Maybe
Ah, my chest
he was
is
just saving up bolts
feeling
so
a
he
bit
could buy
weird, like I
new
pulled a
weapon
muscle or
to protect
something.
the galaxy with.
Hey, who's
But
telling the story?
it's just
here?
like it's like a cramp actually. Not like a cramp, not like a cramp in my right shoulder. I think it's because of maybe because of yesterday.
With his enemies vanquished, Ratchet forged ahead. His destination, destiny.
And anytime I see a cutscene, I'm gonna fucking immediately jet over.
Greetings, cadets, and welcome to the Galactic Ranger recruitment event. Step into the training course and let's test your mettle.
And it feels weird.
Galactic Ranger,
I wish I had some ice to put under it, but I got nothing right now.
justice.
I could grab my pillow. You know, let me get my pillow. One moment. Un momento, por favor.
Greetings, cadets, and welcome to the Galactic Ranger recruitment event. Step into the training course and let's test your mettle. Are you ready to be a Galactic Ranger? What about you, Hombre? Ready to discover
Alright,
some
that's a bit
justice?
better. My chair is very comfy. The new one that I got. Okay, I don't know if I mentioned this or if it was in that one stream, but I got got one of those racer chairs. It was only like $115, $120, something like that. It's very good. God, it helps my back so much. Yeah, but I fucking pulled a muscle or something either this morning or yesterday, so I need a little bit of arm support for my right side until it goes away.
Hello, recruit. Cora Veralux here. Show us how quick you can be on your feet by jumping over these obstacles.
Yeah, I know I could just skip the cutscenes and just be done with it, like in a second. Or I don't even know if I could if I can skip cutscenes if it will let me. But I still want to explain like what's happening in the story.
You could be the recruit we've
For
been
one,
looking
I
for.
haven't played through the
Keep
entire
moving to the
game.
next part of the
This is
course.
one of those games where I played for a bit and then I just didn't continue, which is weird because this is a Ratchet and Clank game. I just probably never got back around to completing it.
Hey, that was pretty good. Keep moving. It's time to get our hands on
It's so weird. I played all the Ratchet and Clank games. Again, something I went over in the first time I tried streaming this. I talked about it. Ooh, free grenade. I was geeking out
Awesome.
coming back to this.
Blow stuff up.
Or two. Man, why? Whew. The cramp in my arm is getting intense, but with the support here, it's minimizing it
As
by a
evidenced
lot.
the large amounts of ammunition left sitting around in crates.
Oh yeah, the hollow cards. Hey, what the hell?
Nice.
Let me open it. So yeah, these I forgot. This was a thing in this game.
You can earn single holo cards by defeating enemies.
Yeah.
Or you can explore secret areas to find packs of 3. Your goal is to complete a whole set of holo cards.
So the cool thing about these holo cards is that, well, that's the bouncer. I don't know what game that you always get this one when you open your first pack. And that's from Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. That's Ratchet and Clank 2. Yeah, so the cool thing about these holo cards is that you can get them from defeating enemies. You can find them, I think rarer packs are found out in levels hidden away. So you can get even more higher rarity cards. But the very cool thing about them is that they're references to every single Ratchet and Clank game that came out before this one. It's so dope. So if you played all those games like I have, you'll be like, oh shit, like I remember that. You could probably call out what they're from because it does display, or it does say in the description, like what game they came out from. What game would they originally first appeared in? Aye! Every game has its own version of a certain weapon, but some games had unique weapons that only showed up in that game.
From your humble, in order to spice things up, we've armed these dummies
And
with
I
gather-drawn
don't know
flamethrowers.
what is up with my right side, dude.
Totally
Can I
cool.
do this? I can't. I didn't do this the first time. My first playthrough.
Whoa, a holo card. Sweet.
Nice. Let's see. You have the Omni Wrench and that dude. I don't know if these holo cards are set. Like they're fixed for when you find them, but I don't care. They're still very cool. Oh wait, okay, they're not, because the first time I got a different wrench actually, and I didn't get this one at all in the first time. So yeah, the Omni Wrench Millennium 12. I'm gonna say this one is from a crack in time. No quest for booty. Okay. Yeah. So I played most of the Ratchet and Clank games, like 90%. 80% of them. Now the ones I didn't play was the PSP one, which was, I think it was called Size Matters, and the other one I didn't play fully was Quest for Booty, which came with a crack in time, I think. One of them. Either it came with a crack in time or Tools of Destruction, I don't remember which one. But that game I didn't play through entirely because I got stuck and I was like, ah, fuck. It's like maybe some other day. And I never got back to it, sadly. I still have my PS3, so rip. It was literally right there for me to play. I never finished it. I don't think it was that important of a game. It looked interesting in the trailer when they first announced it, and I was like, what? This is a free game? That's another thing. It was also a free game, so they probably got budget problems. I think that showed. Oh yeah, here's the other Omni Wrench. Where did this appear in? Well, we can only take a guess. This appeared in the first Ratchet and Clank, which was back in 2002. A magnetized wrench that will attack nearby bolts. It can also be used to turn cranks and attack enemies. And then the Millennia 12. Made of titanium, which is totally... Wait. Terrananium, which is totally not a made-up word. Totally. I love reading the description of weapons and stuff. You also get, like... Okay, character, I forgot. Grimroth. Ratchet's crankerous boss and owner of a spaceship repair business on Veldin. Grimroth has a brother named Felton who lives on Puktaru. I don't... These planet names, please. Yeah, first appearances in this game, of course. We went over this one. Can be upgraded to the heavy bouncer, which is kind of redundant when you think about it. True. Yeah. I've only saw a couple of references so far when I did I first played this a day ago.
Impressive.
Oh, you know what? I didn't talk about something. I remember. I talked about the... I talked about my first attempt of streaming this being taken down because of the copyright nuke. But one thing I didn't get to talk about in my before I switched the title over
After the show.
to Ratchet and Clank, I was talking in the beginning,
wasn't so bad.
was that yeah, unfortunately oh, hold the fuck up.
Ladies
Yeah, nope.
and gentlemen.
Nope. Let's not do that. Let's not do such things. Okay. So let me explain this cutscene before before we go any further. Making sure both audios are cut off. Oh wait. Oh, sorry. So alright, so Quark is saying some shit about how he prevented the Dr. Nefarious taking over the world, and some dude named Neftin Prague. So he saved the world twice. He's gloating. He's gloating in front of a bunch of people. And he's like, you can join the Galactic Rangers if you have what it takes. And then it cuts to Ratchet and him telling him, you do not have what it takes, you little squimby wombats. You don't know what it means to be a Galactic Ranger. You don't know what it means to be Quark, the savior of the universe. You don't know. And he's like, you know who gets to be the hero? Me. Me alone. It's like, so get out of here. Oh, and remember, you can do anything as long as you're me. And only me. Meanwhile, on the Drek Industries, so here's Chairman Drek rolling in on his scooter, and he's approaching Dr. Nefarious as he was as a human. And now it's showing the factory of robots they're manufacturing, and they're now arming them one by one. And they cannot locate this one. Oh, because he's short. Who is this? Who is this little man? A defect. And now he sicks his big guard robot on him. On this mysterious little robot who's not built like everybody else. Okay, now the scene's over. So we can cut back to that. I'm gonna leave something on. Yeah, I'll leave the faces on. Because I feel like we're just gonna end up in another cutscene in a second or two. So let's do that. Okay. Yeah. So now we are Clank. And now we're running away because they're trying to catch us because we're a defect. We're too small. We're not up to code.
Defect knew that if he were to survive, he would have to throw a bomb at whatever lay in his path. The young defect spotted a spring bot ahead of him and knew that with this handy device in his arsenal, he could now defeat the deadliest of forces, gravity. The hopeless defect had to throw a spring bot, but where and how?
I don't know. Somehow. Again, I'm blocking every single scene that's a cutscene that's not in-game. And it looks like they're all like movie cutscenes, so they're all getting blocked by me. And was there like a chase scene that was like cinematic in the movie? I don't remember. I actually went to go see the movie with my dad. And yeah, it felt as knowing that it was like, you know, side by side with the game. It felt kind of cheap as a movie as a whole, but I did enjoy my time seeing it with my dad at least.
Oh my.
Oh god, no, 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 no!
Quit your running, you useless
And I forgot I
piece
can
of
double
scrap.
jump. It's Clank.
Get back here and let's settle this. Warbot
Nah.
to Warbot.
He still called me a warbot. That must mean something.
Solo, water.
Awa. Awa awa.
Suddenly, the defect spotted a power bot. This device could power up a variety of machines, but where should he throw it?
You're like really good at adding drama, man.
Yeah.
Shiv, I pride myself on my penchant for storytelling.
It's a good thing you have the dialogue before talking. Then, yeah, it makes a lot more sense what I was talking about. Him explaining this entire thing through his somehow point of view. Like he knows the entire story. Okay, just gotta get the ball. I'm gonna have my fingers ready for any cutscenes.
It's not so hard.
Okay, we're running again.
You think you can run from me?
Not that brute again.
Yeah, we're running. Definitely running. Only one route.
Get back here, you miserable defect. Try outrunning this.
What the fuck? Oh, fire.
I'm gonna rip you apart, sprocket by sprocket.
Okay, more awa.
Water. Ah!
Yep, nope. Nope, nope. Nope. Okay. So. Yeah. So the game audio is off and the thing's not displayed. So. Now, Clank got onto... Kind of looks like an escape pod. And now he's navigating to a random planet that's livable. And the ship is damaged. Yeah, now it's loading, but we're still going to keep it because I know there's another cutscene. Okay. So now we cut to Ratchet on his home planet. Sitting atop a big girder, high above the garage, looking up at the sky, saying, "He'll never be a ranger." Until suddenly, he sees something crashing into his planet side in the distance. Ratchet goes on his bike to investigate. He sees a crater with the ship in it. Ratchet descends into the crater and opens it. He opens the ship, I mean. He sees a robot inside, a little dude. He pulls him out of the spaceship. Oh, and it explodes like a fucking action movie. He rests him on the ground. He grabs the local wildlife and holds it as a light source while he investigates this little robot. And then he promptly wakes up and head bonks Ratchet in the face. He says he's in danger, but he's broken. Ratchet is telling him, "Slow down, you're injured." It's like, "Do you want some maintenance back at my garage?" he says. It's like, "I'll get you fixed up." The little robot says, "I appreciate it, if you would." He tells him how he was a warbot defect. And he tells him his serial name, but because he's making a clanking sound, Ratchet calls this new little buddy Clank. And he greets Ratchet. Good to meet you, friend. Alright, I think that's the end of the cutscene. You can cut back now. Wait, can I actually... Oh, cool. Hold on. Let me do that. That actually helps, having this in the window. Okay. So. Let me just make sure I put this back. Oh. No. I don't know why I started playing that. Okay, now we're back on the planet. I can take this off for now. Well, we're not back on the planet. We are now... Well, actually we are. Okay, don't... Just disregard what I said. I'm stupid. So, we're back on the home planet of Ratchet with Clank. And now they're doing stuff together. I'm out of ammo. And this was the luminescent wildlife that Ratchet was holding up while he was investigating Clank, seeing if he was okay. I don't have any ammo, so I can't blast the fuck out of these things for some EXP. So we're just have to make do with our wrench. Because nothing gets to live. You got experience, I'll grant you death.
Hey.
Okay, so we do start off with that.
Furry hero, a conveniently
Oh,
placed crate provided
our second weapon. The blaster.
Nice.
Every Ratchet and Clank game has its own blaster type weapon.
Ratchet basked in the freedom of being able to switch weapons.
Okay,
Never he felt like
we're still able to edit this too, so blaster's gonna go
Perhaps you could shoot
on
something
here,
to open the door.
and the grenade's gonna go up there. I didn't know that the first time I was playing until I got like near the end of the level.
My sensors indicate
Wait.
there is a switch across the way that can be
No.
activated with a combustor shot.
So it's called the combustor. Yeah, it's a good thing I don't really remember. Like going. The good thing about well, the only good thing about the stream getting taken down is that I kind of memory wiped myself from like at least what things are called and shit. So it's like we're starting fresh again, pretty much. Again, I didn't complete the entire game, so eventually we'll be reaching a point where I didn't reach. So we'll be experiencing all new things. Given I'll have to be quick on my feet to riot against cutscenes audio. So I'll have to make improv.
Oh, Blarg. What are they doing here?
I'll have to be quick on my fingers or else we'll have to restart the entire stream for that day.
He must have tracked my position.
But I'm willing to put up with it because again, I love the Ratchet and Clank games and this one is no different.
Ratchet was in a bad way.
Gameplay wise, it's on par with others. Yeah.
The hook shot would solve his current conundrum.
Grim, listen to me. I want you to lock the garage doors and then head down into the shelter. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Copy that, Ratchet.
Oh fuck. Fuck. Any grenades? I do. Oh, he's not dead. Oh fuck.
I think that's all of them.
I'm gonna be trying to level the blaster. I was trying to do that when I first attempted playing. That way. What the hell? Seriously? You think you could escape me? Huh? What the fuck, bitch? Who do you think you are? Think you're special? Anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna try to level the blaster as much as possible. Because I believe it's you know, it's the lightest weapon you'll have in terms of damage, but it has a lot of ammo. So.
Is that a Blarg dropship?
Correct. Model X6.
And the way the weapons level in Ratchet and Clank games is that the more you use them,
As the dropship.
the more they level up.
Great.
So yeah, it's not just killing things, it's about using them. Again, this is gonna take a while. As you can see with the EXP bar on it is going up though, as long as I'm shooting at this thing. It is a little bit disorienting because I had to flip back and forth since this thing just has grounded shots. There we go. Not as long as I thought.
Ratchet.
Definitely a lot better than the first time. I don't know why I couldn't just do that the first time. Or my brain didn't do that. Okay. Let's get some more ammo. Make sure we're full. It's free anyways, with the starting area. Later on it'll be more limited. Just looking back at my thing, making sure we're alright. Yeah, we're good. I am scared of these rope lifts though. Alright, here we go. Big battle time.
For some defect.
Yeah, we're on the hardest. We're starting off on the hardest difficulty as well because
All over Grimm's garage.
I said this
Are you okay?
before. I'm gonna repeat everything that I said in the first time I tried streaming.
Just hold tight, Grim.
This.
I got this.
Which was the Ratchet and Clank games. They're not difficult. You'll take more damage, yeah, but it's very. The game is super doable on the hardest difficulty. It's super doable. It's yeah, it's not even like a challenge. So it's worth beating it on the hardest difficulty immediately for some Shibos and stuff.
Incoming dropship detected.
Okay, I'm gonna take out the dropship. Oh fuck, wait a minute.
Four bots.
Come on, I get it? Come on. No! Oh wait, it actually stays. There we go. I thought it wouldn't stay. I'll take care of these guys with the bombs. Yeah, and although I will say that AI is just a little bit more advanced in this game because it was made at a very later time than all the later Ratchet and Clank games. Looking at my
Sorry about that, Grim. Listen, get my tools ready.
I'm looking at my stream, making sure I'm ready in case there's any more cutscenes.
Interesting. What kind of factory is this?
This? No, this is just a garage. Lived here since I was a kid. Come on, let's get you fixed up.
Oh, I guess Ratchet wasn't near the garage.